I play a few instruments and golf. Those are my two hobbies.
The one that I can be obsessive about, I think, is photography.
I like to knit. I'm not very good at it, but I can make a mean scarf.
Yeah, a number of hobbies, but the one I enjoy the most is cycling. I love riding the roads around Guelph, and I love cycling the escarpment.
I used to have a model train set when I was 13, and sadly, I haven't looked. It's been in a box for almost 40 years now.
I binge watch movies.
I do. I'm involved with amateur radio.
I do have a hobby. I do crossword puzzles.
Of course you will. You gotta believe in the big dream.
If Elon Musk has his way, yes.
I think so, if Elon Musk has anything to say about it.
Possibly, probably, maybe. I don't know.
I think we should focus more on everybody being equally better before we look at Mars. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think if anybody's going to go to Mars, I think it's going to be a Canadian.
Not in my lifetime.
Not in my lifetime.
I believe so. Is it necessary? That's the question. We have a lot of things that we got to learn to walk here before we deal with Mars.
Oh my goodness me. Wow. Homemade macaroni and cheese, potato soup. She was actually a very good cook. Maybe that's part of the problem.
That was pasta. That's a home staple here. Spaghetti and meatballs, homemade.
All the Italian foods were good, but my favorite were her apple pies.
My mom made amazing homemade pasta.
Monster cookies. These monster cookies were amazing, and I haven't had one in a long time.
My mom is the queen of making soups. So any kind of soup that you want, she can make it, and it would be very difficult for me to choose which one out of those. But I'm gonna go with her pickle soup.
Pineapple refrigerator dessert. I like to think it was healthy because it had pineapple in it, but it was also really, really rich.
Homemade sausage pasta.
Yes, I'm embarrassed to say, but luckily, you can beep around until you find the thing with your keys.
Yeah, I have, and I always get a parking ticket when I do as well.
One of the things I like about cars now that I sometimes can borrow or rent them is they have lights that flash when you push the key.
I have, yes. Had to use the beeping the horn trick.
Oh God, yeah, all the time. Sorry, I mean, especially in Guelph at Stone Road Mall. Go in somewhere and come out the other entrance, and then you look like a moron because you're like, where did I park it?
Yes, many times.
Never.
No, because being in amateur radio, I've always got these antennas that stick way up taller than everybody else, so it was very easy to spot. And I got a little round yellow ball with a smiley on it. So, no, it's usually pretty easy to find.
When my son got older, he started doing most of the cooking, and I got out of the habit. But I do remember making roast duck.
I wouldn't say I was a great cook or a good cook. Well, yeah, I mean, they say that big people are good cooks, so yeah, I guess maybe I am. And my favorite dish, I do make macaroni and cheese, but not as good as my mom did.
Absolutely, and going back to the pasta again. Dad's pasta, I can't forget my dad's nachos. According to my daughter, I make the best.
I'm not a good cook. I'm a microwave person.
I would say probably not a good cook, and if I had to pick a best dish, I could barbecue a steak.
I am a decent cook, yes, and I'd say my best dish is probably curry.
I am an excellent cook. As you know, I've been a part of the food movement for many years, and I think a quinoa dish with asparagus, garlic, olive oil, and some mushrooms from the mushroom ladies at the market is probably my best dish.
I'm a great cook. I take after my mom. I make a mean soup, but I'm also pretty good at making a stir fry as well.